and welcome to Superhero Sciences in the Lab with me, Element Boy, her Atomic Girl, and my dad, Molecule Man, whose hand is now waving on the screen. Today we're seeing which of calcium carbonate, copper sulfate, pepper, sugar and salt, no, salt and sugar, are insolubles and which are solubles, thanks to these helpful test tubes.
We have got some guesses. Do you want to read out the guesses or do you want to read them out in the end?
I will read them out at the end so we can see who got the most points. Right, first up is copper sulfate. So the blue one there, get 1 spooning of that and be extremely careful with it and put it in the test tube. And that went better than I thought it would go. Now we need a pipette. And
I didn't know you were meant to do that.
yep, that's what a pipette's for. We then put... These gloves are very annoying.
Oh, right.
We then go shake.
Is that enough water?
Should be. And I'll just keep shaking a bit.
Why don't you do a bit more water?
You needed.
Oh yeah, that's no one hit 2 centimeters. But hey, it's going to be 1 pipette. It's changed. Hold on, let's do it like this.
The water.
The water has changed colour, but
Well,
it's
you're
not
getting-
dissolved.
I think it is.
It has. That's why the water has changed colour.
So we've got a soluble for copper sulfate, which means which means Molecule Man was the only person that got that right. Salt, so sodium chloride.
Where do we put this? On the table.
Right, so now you need the salt, which is in the little pots. We need a tip it a bit. Like go like this. There, that should be close enough. Put it in. I'm gonna go filling in the pipette tube. That should be in.
It should disappear.
Well, now here we go. We screw the lid on. Yep.
More water.
And shaking it.
We should have more water. But wait,
That's
listen.
That's actually a very.
It's meant to dissolve, by the way.
How do you know?
Because I've done this before.
And
Not
that's
over the
that's dissolved.
Not the other.
That's dissolved. The salt has
It
gone.
looks like water.
The salt has gone. So the salt is a soluble. So at the moment it's currently 1 point to Daddy. It's 1-0. Next up,
Everybody, you're getting a close-up of the water that's the salt dissolved.
calcium carbonate. So the white one over there. 1 spoonful again. Hold on, I'll put the pipette back in. 1 scoop again. Ooh, it looks. It's being a bit uncool. There we go. I think I'll put a bit more water in as there seems to be a bit more than normal.
I accidentally put a bit more because it wouldn't seem to stay.
I put twice the amount of water and the water has immediately turned white from me holding it.
It's just
And my
snowing.
voice have turned yellow.
Weird.
I think there might have been a leak somewhere. And that is literally a froth.
But it looks like it has dissolved and turned into the water.
So it's a soluble. And that means that Daddy is currently leading us 2-1. Molecule Man is leading 2-1.
But he's a
No,
winner.
hold on. Yep, it's currently winning 2-1.
But he's a
Sugar is next.
Sugar. Where do I put that? Oh, there.
Not
This one.
Yep, that one. Maybe do a similar strategy to what you did with the salt. No, do a similar strategy to what you did with the salt, like twist it and then pick up from the low end. We'll get an extra spoonful.
I'll do a bit more.
Right, oops, I nearly put the spoon on the thing on without the water. from that happening, it literally flung up. Yeah, my gloves have actually turned yellow. It's not just a trick of the lights. And there are grains covering the whole tube. But no, they're not. Hold on. They still look to be. Sorry.
They're still in there.
I think it's dissolved.
But it hasn't dissolved.
I've got a feeling it's a level playing field with 2-2. This decides it all. The final test tube, which is now being plugged with a cork, which is probably much easier.
So William could win, or me and Daddy could win because we both got the same. And
Right,
William's
Pepper,
got
come on, Pepper.
Pepper.
Let's get this on. It's the brown stuff,
I know.
if you know.
It doesn't look like pepper, but
It is pepper. For the octillionth time, it's pepper.
that's about a spoonful because it's high on one side and low on the other.
Now we get the pipette. We stab it in. Whoop. And we go cork.
Who's right?
Oh, I can not really see through it.
It hasn't dissolved.
Are we sure on this?
I can see the grains.
I would like. I need somewhere that I can. It'll be easier to see in this conical flask.
No, no.
No.
All right, I won't.
You'll probably pour it all over the table. Just let me have a look.
Emma,
We are
it's
giving you
an
close.
insoluble, and so Emma and Daddy win. And so, Atomic Anomaly.
It
and
looks liquid.
Molecule Man.
It looks liquid, but it's got actual grains in it. If you see it up close, you probably won't be able to see it up close with the camera, but we're trying to give you up close footage.
Yeah.
So if you don't, then we can take a picture.
Right, so that is all for experiment 1. See you next week on Superhero Science.